This video demonstrates the process of leak tests of a canister using the GIT RTP canister leak tester manufactured by Dynamic Design Pharma in Carlsbad, California. What you see here is the home screen that comes up whenever you power up the system. And I have already logged in as the function is the operator 1. There are 40 operator functions capable in the system. And my name is OP1, as you can see here. Also over here, I have activated the local printing function. Also, the system is going to store the information into the system's memory for the leak test. And then also it's going to come up with a bitmap image of the leak test results. So I'm going to go into cycle control, and the system is set up to run a temperature stabilization process first. I have programmed very short times for the purpose of the video, but one function that is available before you start the cycle is to change the recipe. So you can see I can change it to another number if I wish. Now that's a 1, but I'll change it back to a 2 because that's that recipe has short leak test times. So I'm going to start the cycle, and the first screen that comes up is the temperature stabilization. I have a very short time programmed in here, so 30 seconds. The details of this screen have been shown in some other video. So what you're going to see is when this 30 seconds expires over here, the system will automatically go into the cycle, leak test cycle. And the compressor will come on, you're going to hear it, and the canister that is connected is going to get pressurized. So here's the leak test cycle. You can see here's the login information. This is the pressure inside of the canister. It's going to go up to 3,500 pascals and then start the leak test cycle. I have programmed very short times here for the purpose of this video. While the system is running, I'm able to enter a canister ID. Let's call it a test. And as you can see, this turned green. That means that the information has been entered. If that information is not entered, when the system concludes its cycle, then if the information is not entered, then you cannot output the test results. Once this is green, then you will see a button here that allows outputting the results. While the leak test cycle is going on, this cannot be changed. Obviously, the recipe cannot be changed if we are running number 2. So as you can see, this is the internal pressure to the unit. The way the system is set up, it pressurizes at somewhat higher flow rate up to about 100 pascals below the level that it's trying to reach. It's trying to reach 3,600. So we go up to 3,600 minus 100, that's 3,500, and then it inflates the last few pascals very, very slowly. Once that's achieved, actually it's 3,650 is the number. Once that's achieved, now we are going to deflate the pressure inside of the canister down to what's called a starting pressure, and that's set at 3,500. So once that's reached, then we go into leak test. During the leak test, the system is totally sealed, the valves close, so that now we're actually looking at the pressure decay inside of the canister. While the leak test is going on, as you can see, I only have a time of 60 seconds programmed for the purpose of this video. But what I want to point out over here is the P raw is the actual reading of the pressure inside of the canister, and over here is P compensated, COMP, which is 3483, and there's a difference between the two of 6 pascals. What the meaning of that is basically is that the system is looking at the temperature inside of the canister, and you can see it right here. It's 19.86 or 85 centigrades, and it looks at the difference in temperature between the beginning and the end of the cycle, and it compensates for that, adjusts the internal pressure accordingly. Right now the change in pressure is 4 pascals, 2 pascals, and it tracks it throughout the leak test cycle. Now if the leak test cycle is 30 minutes, which is the usual time, then you can see that, you can imagine that this number is going to be much greater. But for a short cycle like that, the change in 4 pascals is pretty short. It's okay. The system detected that it's a passing test. Again, the parameters are set for the purpose of this video. And now I can output the results. It's going to print the results on the local printer. You can hear it going. And also, I have a program where it's going to store internally. Of course, that's not visible. And also stores the information in this as a bitmap of this screen. This screen shows the cycle number, of course the date, the time, who was logged in as a function, logged in as a name, the active recipe, the canister ID that I entered, it's a passing test, the end pressure is 3454, the total cycle time was 213 seconds or 3 minutes, and the compensated pressure was 4 pascals. And after this comes up, I need to hit that for saving it, and now we're ready for the next cycle. Thank you.